Hi guys, welcome to class. Today this is a speaking session, so we're going to be looking at some very difficult questions just to see how you answer and just to get an interesting discussion going on. So we'll see who joins. And we had a couple of reservations, so hopefully there are people here. We'll see who comes. And we'll make a start when people join. I guess it's like Saturday evening, Sunday morning in most places, so people are either partying or sleeping, yeah, so we'll see if anyone comes. We'll see. No one's here yet, okay. Perfect. Roberto is there. Are you there?
Hello?
How are you, Roberto?
Doing fine, thanks. And
Perfect.
yourself?
Not too bad. I think it's the first time we've spoken.
Yes, that's right.
Where are you from?
I am Peruvian.
From Peru. Perfect. Okay, so welcome, Roberto.
Thank you.
Cool. And Michael is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're tired. Okay, Sunday morning. Okay, so welcome.
I'm not
Michael.
tired in the morning. I'm sleepy.
You're sleepy. Okay, you're a bit drowsy still. Okay, that's
I
right.
never tried in the morning.
Just drowsy. We would say drowsy. So drowsy is sleepy, but feeling a bit. Yeah, until you need to get your coffee first. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
And Juan, you there? No, that's the answer. Okay.
Not so much.
Let's make a start. The first question is for Roberto because he hasn't been to these classes before. Certainly, at least without me or with me. Roberto, are you ready?
Yeah?
Are you sure?
Yes, I guess.
Okay, so my first question for you is, how would you explain Facebook to your grandma?
Okay, it's like a social environment on the internet where you can keep contact with your friends. Internet. It's like a new technology, a virtual world. It's how the new generations socialize.
What's a virtual world?
Excuse me, what, Grandma?
What's a virtual world?
It's like another kind of communication, another new way of making friends, of talking.
Okay, that's a good attempt actually. That's quite good. Yusuf has joined. Yusuf, are you there? Okay, we'll come back. Okay, so Juan.
Hi,
I've heard of a thing called Book of Face.
Yeah, hello.
Or Book Face. what is it, Juan?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, Yusuf, yes, please. Yes, please,
Book
Yusuf.
face.
Yeah, could you explain?
Yeah.
Sorry, could you explain
What did you say?
Facebook in a way that your grandma would understand? What is Facebook? Yeah, so if your grandma wanted to know what Facebook is, what would you have said? Or what would you say? Silence, okay. I'm not sure if it's because you didn't understand or because it's just gone silent, but we'll come back to you anyway. Juan, what would you say?
Okay, let me see. Well, my grandmas are already they passed away, but I'll make if they were alive yet today. I'll explain that it's a group of people all around the world using a device very similar to a television with an incorporated phone and also with an incorporated typing machine to communicate different topics, and also very useful to be informed, like if reading the newspaper.
Great. Okay, so I like the idea of saying it's like a TV. Okay, so that's cool. Michael, would you add anything to that?
No, kind of like Juan said. It's
Okay.
a
It was good,
it's a
wasn't it? I thought
place.
it was good.
Yeah, it's a place like a TV on TV, and with typing machine, and you can speak with people all around the world.
Okay, so that's quite useful. My nan uses Skype, and the thing is, she uses all the icons as well, and it's kind of a bit weird. She does this kind of cool face. Yeah, do you know the one with the glasses? She always says "Hi, Martin," and then puts this kind of cool glasses face. She's trying to be with it, I think. Yeah, but yeah, it's quite sweet. Okay, so anyway, Roberto, you've already answered. That was good. Next question. Let's ask. In fact, Yusuf, can we hear you? No, that's the answer. Okay, Roberto. What makes you happy about the idea of work or studying on a Friday evening? So, when you get to Friday evening, what would make you happy about the prospect of working or studying?
About working, for example, that is just okay. At first, I am not happy about it, about the idea, because it's like a Friday, the beginning of the weekend, and I just wanna relax and de-stress from all the hard work of the week. But on the other hand, I guess if it's working on Friday evening, it means that I have this next day, the Saturday, free. So
Okay, but no, then that would be happy because you're not working. What would make you happy about the idea of working or studying when it gets to Friday evening?
I'd have to say there is nothing that would make
There's
me.
nothing. Yeah, that's an answer. That's an answer. Yeah, there's nothing. Xuan, what about you?
Studying on a Friday night.
No, not necessarily studying, but the idea of working or studying on a Friday night. When you get to Friday evening, and you're thinking, "Oh yeah, that's the end of the work week." Does anything make you happy about the idea of working or studying at that time?
Well, if it is working, only if I get paid double or triple, or but besides that, well, if it is something that I really like, even if it is work, I'll make it without any like I don't know if you can say inconvenience or
Any fuss, without any fuss.
without any fuss. Maybe because I don't have much social life or wife or anything, so and I am a kind of home guy. How do you express that in me?
You say, there is a word for it as well. I'm a introvert. You can say no, but introvert is more about casual.
No,
Introvert is more like you feel more comfortable in your own environment. So introvert is like you prefer to spend time with yourself than with other people.
No, but that isn't the. No, it's something like being like staying home, like being very.
I don't know. I can't think of the word off the top of my head. But because yeah, if you work at home, things like that, you spend a lot of time. But you're, you could say you're more comfortable at home, or something like this, maybe.
Oh.
Or you, no, it's not about comfortable.
Like a family guy.
Yeah. Good, cool, yeah.
So I actually do most of work that is not like that I have that wasn't primarily needed or that you accumulate. I finish it on the weekends.
Okay. So any leftover work or any additional work or something, you'll catch
Mhm.
up over the weekends. Okay.
Yeah, and I also find that the weekends or maybe because normally weekends everybody is resting, then there's it is more quiet in general.
Mm.
So for me, it's easier to study or work like that.
But do you enjoy work? So do you like the idea of working generally?
If it isn't home, I do. But when I have to go or to the company
Yep.
on a on a Sunday morning or Saturday morning, I don't enjoy it that much.
Okay, yeah. So you like it when you're working at home, but when you have to go to the company and stuff, it's just like a chore, yeah. So you've got to
Yeah.
iron your shirt when you can't just, yeah, and you've got to wear
Yeah.
trousers. Yeah, okay.
I have worked a lot on schedules like that. For example,
Yeah.
from Sunday to Thursday,
Yeah.
almost for several years. So
Then you have to
I
adjust
get,
your body clock. I'll write this down.
yeah, I guess you get adjusted to that.
Would have to adjust your body clock. You're used to, for example, beforehand, you'd work only in the weekdays and then have the weekends off. And then you change your routine and you'd have to adjust your body clock to have like a weekend at a different time. Because that's cool. Michael, what about you? Do you like working? Do you enjoy the idea of work? And is there anything about work or study that would make you happy on a Friday evening?
Not so much. I would like to do not work and to have money. This is the ideal way of life, yeah?
Tuan, can I ask, is it the process of working that you like, or the fact that you like to get money for what you do?
Could you repeat it
So,
again? I don't know.
do you enjoy more the process of working, or the fact that you get paid for what you work, or what you do, how you work? Do you prefer the money or the work?
Right now, I prefer the money.
Okay,
I
so
think that since
Who
I'm
prefer the
older,
work?
let's ask, yeah? So, Roberto, do you prefer the work or the...
Only Martin prefer the work.
Well, you know,
can
it's
work
not,
for
it's not
free.
a bad job, is it? Yes.
You can send your money.
Okay,
and,
no. Yeah, but I have none to give, yeah? So, Roberto,
yeah, but I agree. It depends on the job. Like being a teacher, I guess it. Well, if I had the opportunity to teach, I would enjoy it.
Mm.
It's not like as awful as working with clients and computers and all this
okay.
stuff.
Okay, so it depends also what it is, yeah. So verbaling is not too bad, but Roberto, what do you say? Do you like the process of working? And yeah, anything to add? Do you work for money or do you work because you enjoy it?
Well, like Juan said, I think it depends on the job. If you're working on your vocation, on something you enjoy and you're passionate about, I think it's not such a big deal. You work either if it's Sunday or Saturday.
No.
It wouldn't mean such a bad thing. I don't know. But for example, on my current job, I hate it. So I work for the money.
Okay, so you're doing it mainly for the money. We say in Britain, I don't know if they say this in America, we say no biggie. So if you enjoy it, then no biggie, meaning no big deal, no problem. So we say no biggie. Okay, but you're saying at the moment, it depends on your job. You don't enjoy your job so much, so you're doing it mainly for the money. Yusuf, what would you say? Yusuf? Okay, we'll come back. Okay, next question. How what are your morals like, okay? So, Michael, do you have strong morals? Oh, wait.
what does that mean?
Off the topic, can anyone here recommend a good model of Logitech headsets? I had one, but it was so, but it's cheap, yeah? So,
Buy with USB connection. They're all good. And with noisy. What noisy? Do not be noise. What is that? Noisy
Noise
cancellation.
mufflers or noise
cancellation. Yeah, Juan. Noise
Yeah.
cancellation. This is it.
Sure.
So they're the same. Logitech with USB
Okay.
connection
And okay, good.
with
Okay,
noise cancellation.
that's cool.
About $20.
Okay, wow, it's cheap. It's good. $20, yeah, in pounds. No, it's a good price, I think. That's cool. Okay, so, what are your morals like, Michael? Do you have good morals?
What is morals? What do you mean by morals?
You tell me.
Because I'm not so advanced in these kind of things.
Yeah, what's a moral? Okay, Juan, do you know what morals are as well?
Can I answer the
You're a family guy, you should know.
Morals is what your father and your mother teach you normally. No, morals is like it's like a synonym for ethics in life, something like that. For example, morals are questions and that you make to yourself and ways of living. An example would be, is it okay to steal if nobody is watching and I don't get caught, or I just don't steal because I don't believe in stealing in general. I wouldn't.
So it's your concept, your idea of right from wrong. Okay, so how you distinguish these, like it's just your morals are what makes you think about if it's right what you're doing or if it's wrong. Okay, so Joanne, do you have good morals?
Yes.
To what extent? All the time.
Well, you can never say or be 100% sure, or say never I will break my morals.
Yeah.
I do think, without flattering myself, that I have strong morals because other people near to me always say that they even think that I pretend to be that moral, and in the deep down I'm just manipulating or thing.
Okay, so you are there's an expression again here. You are holier than thou. Okay, yeah.
Holier?
Okay, so someone who's holier than thou is like, yes, you should do this, but really is maybe not that kind of person. So acts like they're morally superior, but maybe they're not really. Okay, so your friends would regard you as holier than thou. So this comes from like a Christian thing. Holier than thou. Yeah, you're holier than thou, like, you know.
Yeah, because I have noticed that. I don't know, well, if it is in general in other cultures and other countries, but at least here, if you're like that, people think that you are just pretending to get something from them.
They don't trust it so much. Okay, so if you're saying, okay, I don't want to do this or I want to do this, they don't trust it. Okay, so they think you're being holier than thou. Okay, so Roberto. Oh, Yusuf, I can hear you now. Are you there?
Really is maybe not that kind of person. It's like they're morally superior, but maybe
Yusuf?
for your case, your friend
It's my
regard
voice.
you as holier.
Okay, we'll come back to Yusuf. Hopefully it's working. I'll mute you for now, Yusuf, because we can hear my voice. Okay, so and then hopefully it works afterwards. Just unmute yourself when you want to speak when it starts to work. Okay, so Roberto, to what extent do you have good morals? How good are your morals?
Well, I think it's a kind of difficult question. I can't answer that because I think it's a relative topic. What could be good morals to you, it could be bad morals to me, and vice versa.
Yeah, exactly. So in your opinion, do you have good morals?
I don't see it as a moral.
One second, Yusuf, there's a bit of background noise. So we'll just mute you for now, and then we'll come back. Okay, Roberto, yes, please.
Okay, I don't see the subject as having good morals or bad morals. I mean, I just do what it feels good and correct, and I don't judge if I am doing uh, every action I do. I don't see it. I don't judge myself pretty often. I don't know how to express the idea.
Okay, so basically you don't reflect on yourself that much, you just get on with it, okay? So you don't think about it too much.
Yeah.
Okay, so Yusuf, hopefully can we hear you now? Okay, we'll come back. See. Okay, so let me give you a scenario, and I want to hear what you would do in this situation, okay? Yuan. No, maybe
Okay.
Michael first. Nah, who do I... okay, Yuan first. I'll give Michael time to think. So, if your friend was dying, okay, hopefully it wouldn't happen, because he got in maybe some accident, and you had to drive him to hospital in a really quickly, as quickly as possible, and then there was a red light. Would you drive through the red light, or would you wait? Yuan, what would you say?
Okay. Well, I have to admit that I have crossed a red light, even without being in an emergency.
Yes, I can hear
In
you.
in situations
Yeah, I
where
can hear you.
See, okay, so
Yuan, I'll just go to Yusuf quickly and then come back. Yusuf, can you hear? Okay,
Yes,
Yusuf,
yes.
there's some background noise. I don't know if you've got a Verbling window open, a tab open. Just close it, and we'll just because there's some background noise. Huh?
He started muting all class.
That's revenge, yes. Okay. Okay, Yusuf, there's just a bit of there's just a bit of background noise. Maybe you've got the Verbling website. I'll just share my screen so you can see, okay? You can see what's happening.
Yusuf, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
No worries.
He can hear us.
It looks like you've got wait.
He's okay now. He's okay now. Yusuf, you okay?
Yusuf?
Yes, I'm okay. I can hear you.
Okay. It seems that there could be a Verbling website open, but now I think it's closed. So that's good. Okay, perfect. Everything's working with Yusuf. Great. So, Huan, yes, please.
Okay, okay. The reason why I have done that in the past is maybe well, it's when it's past 11:10 p.m. or 11:12 a.m. here, and you could be a victim of robbery or thief.
Yeah.
So for
Yes,
mostly for
okay.
it seems that there could be a
Yusuf?
website, but now
Yeah.
I think that's good. Okay. Great. So,
Okay.
Yuan,
Yusuf, I think you're playing the video. Just close it if you can, and hopefully it works. Okay, now it's perfect.
No, stay muted.
Perfect.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, now it's okay. We'll come back to you afterwards. I'll just finish with Yuan, then I'll ask you, Yusuf. Okay, go for it, Yuan. Sorry.
Okay, so of course, in the context where you on how you place the question, I would do something similar, but in this case, taking into account or balancing what that I'm not a physician, but the like trying to assess the how big or how to refer to how big the situation is, how
You'd
help
weigh it up, yes. So to weigh it
okay,
up.
way up, okay, way up how much time is vital, but in general I would,
Go through the red light.
yes.
So you're not that morally superior.
Not as 100%, no.
Okay, Michael, what would you do? I wouldn't either, yeah. So maybe my morals are low, but in that respect. But Michael, what do you say to this?
I would look on the situation. I mean, if I see that nothing dangerous, I can what? Pass through the red lights.
Yeah, just drive through. Yeah, so drive through a red light. Yeah.
If I can drive through that, what is that?
Red light.
So through a red light, I would, of course, I would do that. But if I can, because if it's very heavy traffic, I can get injured, me and my friend, and it's over. So I need to be very careful in this, not like a hero to press. Yeah, to press the what you press to take speed.
To put your foot down, we say, yeah.
Yeah, to put my foot down and to do not look at cars and to get crushed. To get an auto.
So to put your foot down is just to accelerate. To put your foot on the accelerator. Oh, put your foot down. You can say this, for example, if you're late and you're in a car with someone. Yeah, put your foot down. Come on, go quicker. Okay, so put your foot down.
Because you may try to economize 5 minutes to
economize on or to save 5 minutes.
To save 5 minutes, but you may lose 24 hours.
Okay,
I think you will be in the hospital as well.
So you'd weigh everything up, yeah? So you'd consider the risks, the pros, and everything. Okay, hit the gas, Roberto, is more American. I don't know if they say put your foot down, but they would say hit the gas. What has happened to my? I can hit to my. What? This just came. Anyway, okay. So Roberto, hit the gas would be kind of like American, but you can say it. Yeah. So we'd say put your foot down. Okay. Yusuf, what do you do in this situation? So if you had a dying friend, you had to rush to hospital, would you drive through a red light?
I think I would look for the situation. I will analyze it. If a friend is dying and they cannot do something to help him, what am I supposed to do? I faced that situation 15 days ago, and a true friend, has an accident. I was about to see him, but my mother also was sick. So what did I do? I wanted to help him, but the situation pushed me to look for another way, not the true solution. And that's what I think beyond your question.
And when you're in this situation, we call it a moral dilemma.
You call it? We call it what?
Dilemma.
Dilemma, yes, of course.
It's a moral dilemma because on the one hand you want to do the right thing, and then on the other hand there's some difficulties. So we say this is a moral dilemma, and you don't know what to do about it. Okay, that's interesting. Roberto, what about you?
Yes, I would go through the red light as well.
Okay, so we've come to a conclusion that none of us are morally superior. Okay, do you think there's anyone in the world who has 100% good morals, meaning all the time they do the right thing? Anyone? Do you think there's anyone in the world?
Of course.
Do you know anyone like this?
We have 7 billion people, yeah, or 6.5.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe 7 billion, maybe.
So if you take statistics, and you think about that from 7 billion people, you will find at least 1,000 people.
Does anyone know this? One
from
out of 7 billion?
from 7 billion would be 1,000 at least, because strange people, or you can meet them from 100, maybe no more than 10.
Yeah.
So you apply this kind of thing.
This ratio, and then you've got
Yeah,
a country.
10%, 10% maybe, no more than 10%. So, I mean, this is if you think of on the top of your head, or
Yeah.
how we say,
Off the top of your head. Oh,
off your top of the head.
Yeah.
But you need to calculate more. You need to learn how to calculate.
Precisely. Okay, so go
Yeah,
to
precisely.
get a master's degree in this kind of. Yes.
Yeah,
What would you
serious.
say? Moral
It's to
dilemma
take courses
statistics.
from Stanford about that. And after
Yes.
that, you will be professional in calculation.
Okay, so we're saying, and there's probably one of every type of person imaginable in the world, at least. Yeah, I also heard that basically we're just replicas of everyone. Yeah, so there's only a certain type of different types of people, and then we're just copies. We're just clones, yeah, of these people. But anyway, that's cool. So, my next question for Yusuf. Ha ha ha.
Yes.
Who would win, or which animal would win if there was a fight between a lion and a tiger? Okay, so you go to a zoo or you go on a safari and you see a lion and a tiger and they start to fight with each other. Who would win?
Well, that's a tough question, you know. Law of the jungle. You know, who has the most power wins. I think both of them are good because I like the lion because he is like the king of the jungle, and also the tiger. His abilities are very good. Like he's a runner and he can run very fast. Except the fact that when they fight, there is an advantage. I think the tiger will win against the lion, even because most of the lions are they have that desire to protect their area, but the tiger
their territory, territory.
he pushes. But the tiger he push his enemy first, he appeal him, then he's attacking. It's like a real battle, like in wars. We see you asking the enemy to come, and then you shoot the enemy. It's like the same thing happened with the battle of the lion and the tiger. So I would go for the tiger.
Okay, that's a good answer. So you go for the tiger. Roberto, what would you go for? Tiger or lion?
Tiger as well.
Tiger?
I think the lions has this kind of a stereotype that it's a very strong animal, very powerful, but I don't think it's overestimated.
And the lion would probably spend too much time on its hair, yeah? So I don't know in this situation. Juan, lion or tiger?
Tiger.
Just to be different.
No, well, no, I think that the tiger, since is faster, may have an advantage at in the physical part of having more endurance.
Yeah.
Or it's like the analogy that stronger doesn't mean will make well, the big guy won't every time win the fight just because it's stronger. And there is an expression, but I cannot. I don't know it in English. That it's more worth it like skills than strength, than physical strength.
So your technique maybe, or your I don't know if we have an expression that translates, but we can express it. So we'd say it's more your strategy is stronger than your. I don't know. I don't think we can translate it, but I understand what you mean. Yeah. So I don't know if there is an idiom. I can't think of one off the top of my head. But yeah. So it's not what you do. It's how you do it. No. Yeah. I think so. We say this. It's not what you do. It's how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the closest thing I can think of. It's not what you do; it's how you do it. So the manner in which you do it—that's how you win and stuff. Okay, that's.
Yeah, it's like when I don't know if this example will work and if everybody has watched that movie. But
Which one?
it's
Which movie?
in Rocky the Four.
Rocky 4. Has anyone seen this? No, I haven't either. Yes. Okay. So what
No
happened?
one?
No, no.
Well, the thing is that in that movie, Rocky was on the decline of his career because he was getting older, and one of his friends, uh,
Yeah.
the one who Apollo, I think, the one who he fight in the first or second one, he was also getting older, and there was but this
Oh,
guy
I
was
knew this.
huge, like 2 meters of height, and I don't know how many kilograms of weight from Russia, and he was like a big, and it was also when the Cold War was still in between Russia and the United States.
Yeah.
So, well, the thing is that the Apollo wanted to reivindicate. Is that the correct word?
Revindicate, did you say? I
Yeah,
think you could say it. Yeah.
his previous success as
Or replicate.
or replicate, yeah. And so he challenged him, and the Russian guy killed him in the fight because
Yeah.
he was so strong and more and bigger and all that stuff. So Rocky, in a kind of vendetta for his friend, also challenged him to the fight.
Yeah.
So not only the disadvantage that Rocky was also older and in the physical body shorter and thus also weighted less.
Yeah.
He was he was going broke, so he had to train without fancy equipment and all that stuff. And in the fight, until the last round, he was able to. He was almost getting beat up also, and so he made it his way there to beat the other guy.
Okay, so eventually, so they're saying the strongest will not always survive. It's also about the technique, and that's what we would say. Yeah, so it's not what you do; it's how you do it. Okay, that's cool. Next question. Is it possible, or how would you range? I've asked this question before, but I'm gonna change it. So I asked you before about how would you coordinate the sand thing. Okay, now I'm gonna change it. How would you, if you knew there was a needle in a haystack? Do you know what a haystack is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the blocks of hay which horses eat. Yeah. So this is hay, dried grass. For those who don't know hay. If you knew there was a needle in a haystack, and this is an expression, by the way, we say it's like a needle in a haystack, meaning it's so difficult, it's so little compared with the big haystack, or it's difficult to get out or whatever. If you knew there was a needle in a haystack, how would you try to find it? Okay, if you didn't know where it was in the haystack, how would you try to get this needle out of the haystack?
Very easy.
How, Michael? Get a new haystack.
You connect. You take a big magnet.
Yeah.
And here you go. Needle is.
Or a metal detector,
Is
right?
find it.
It's found.
No,
So
metal detector is too much. Magnet, yeah. That cars when cars are broken cars, old cars. They
when
are
they're scrapped.
taken.
Yep, they're scrapped.
They're taken with this magnet and they are put in that place.
Yeah, the car graveyard. Yeah, so when cars are scrapped, they have this kind of magnet or whatever. But what happens if, because it's so small, the needle is so small, will the magnet detect it?
Of course, this big magnet, of course, will detect. We speak about this kind of magnet. So.
But what if it's in the center of the haystack? How can you get the magnet out without breaking the haystack?
What? Could you repeat?
How could you get the needle out? Sorry, not the magnet. How could you get the needle out of the haystack once you've detected where it is without breaking the haystack?
So needle will try to go up when you put this magnet.
Okay. Yeah.
And you can take some, I don't know, something and to haystack to throw haystack from that needle, yeah, little by little.
Okay.
And needle will go up, and if your haystack is, for example, a color, you can see that, or I don't know, you can detect that. Maybe you have a detector when something is on that magnet. This magnet will give some sounds.
Sure. Okay, so you're saying that you would use gadgets and stuff like this. But what happens if you didn't have the gadgets available, Roberta? What would you do if you had no gadgets? You just had yourself, the haystack, and the needle. Then what would you do?
I can use any tools. Cannot.
No tools. You just have to use your
hands.
Use your
hands,
loaf. Use your loaf.
Only your brain without hands.
Yeah, use your loaf.
Loaf. Okay. I was thinking about using some tools, but if it's by myself, I'm clueless.
Do you have any idea? Is it possible? Yes, Juan. Would you say it's possible just with yourself, with your hands and your brain, to remove a needle from a haystack?
If I were drunk or under the influence of drugs,
then you're invincible.
I would maybe think that, but no, I'm not that believer of those theories, because I have heard things like that, people that fixes machines and do all kind of stuff just by concentrating a lot.
Okay, so you couldn't do it, you're saying?
No, not at all.
Yusuf, could you do it?
It depends.
On what?
It depends on the degree of your awareness and how you can use your ability. If you understand the situation in a good manner, you will do it. If you don't understand, just stop, because things will get worse. So just put your foot down and just go ahead.
Okay, just put your foot down, just try it, yeah? Whatever, just rip it out, yeah? So that's cool. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you some slightly very, very strange questions. These questions, I found them on the Forbes website, okay? So I'm just going to send you this link now. Well, maybe no, because I'll ask... I've said it now. I'm going to use these in future sessions because I think they're quite interesting. And I don't...
Want to know Forbes?
Business Week, yeah? So I said Business Week. So, no, okay.
You said Forbes.
Yeah, but I get confused. Forbes, Business Week, all the same. No, okay. So these are interview questions asked by real companies, and I will mention the companies.
Google.
Not
By the
necessarily Google,
chance.
although
15 questions of Google company.
But Google also have good ones, yeah. But not necessarily. They're from different companies. Very strange, just to see. Because all interview questions like, oh, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Yeah. So to
why do you want to work here?
What will you be doing in 5 years' time? They're quite stereotypical. So now a lot of companies are trying to do different interview questions because they know everyone's prepared these questions, right? So, Juan, from your experience with interviews, are they pretty much the same? You know what kind of questions you get?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you some of these questions, but I'm not going to give you the source because there's several and I want to use them in a few more sessions, just to keep it spontaneous. And now Michael is going to find them. So that's okay. Forrester Research, which is some kind of research company, I guess. Yeah, it's in the name. It would make sense. Asked one of its candidates, if you were to get rid of one state in the US, which would it be and why? Okay.
If you what get?
If you wanted to get rid of one state in the US,
okay,
which state would that be and why would you get rid of it? So what are your reasons for that? Okay.
To eliminate, yeah, that states.
To eliminate one state completely. Let's change it, maybe. Yeah. So one city in your country, because then you know this. Because I don't know all the states in America. Yeah, I don't know if you know them. I don't know them. So one city or one region in your country that you choose to eliminate. Which would it be and why? Juan.
These questions are trap. So you need to answer something unusual, something smart.
Yes, try it.
You do not need to say I will eliminate Costa Rica or.
Yeah, I'm going to eliminate. I don't know, Liverpool, because I can't understand the accent. Yeah, no, that's probably not good.
But in
because
this case,
I don't like people. Yeah.
I have to be careful because they're watching.
Okay. So be careful with your answer.
Okay. I don't know much states in the U.S.
Or no, from your country. Let's change it to your country. Any regions in your country, any cities in your country which you would eliminate if you had to.
I would eliminate all the very violent and problematic places in Limón, which is a province of my country that it's in the Caribbean. It's a small province. It's like the equivalent for a state in a big country, or in this case, the United States, where poverty has been always an important issue, and lately it's promoting people to, since they don't have job opportunities and much opportunities, so there's a tendency from this drug dealers, but the big ones, the transport, to pay them for nasty stuff. So I would eliminate that part.
Okay, so to get rid of crime, things like this. By the way, it's not eliminating the people. Okay, it's just the region, and the people will move. Yeah, so you're not.
Okay, so then I will eliminate all the region, and I will give the opportunity for all the citizens from that sector to move to a better place.
Okay, cool. So you would eliminate the region and then give the citizens, spread them around a bit. That's cool.
But you say that there are some social kind of problems. How would solve that problems if the same people you will introduce in another region? I mean, problems are not because of land, because of physical location in that region, but because of people that live there.
I
mentality.
agree.
But do you think though the place?
Do you think that solution? Huh?
No, I was just going to say really quickly. Do you think though the place that we are brought up in, so the part of the country, influence our behaviour anyway? So do you think you could move someone from a different part of the country to another part, and they will immediately be better? Yeah. So
no, I don't think so. But if I were allowed to give my solution to that problem, I know it's going to sound like the typical political speech, but it's true. The only way that you can fix, it's not fixing, is because they're human beings. It's helping by giving opportunities of education and future jobs for that education they got. Because even if you give education, for example, here we have a very good education system, primary education system, because it's free. But many people cannot get more advantage or a lot of advantage from that because there are no jobs.
So it's also not just about where they live, for example, there's high unemployment and the training, they need jobs as well, yeah? So not just about education. Because they say this as well, yeah? But a lot of people get education and can't get jobs, yeah? So
and also you have to improve the infrastructure of the place.
Do you think everyone should live in the capital city? Yeah, so there's some arrogant people of London think that, well, I've talked about this before maybe, that nowhere in the UK exists apart from London, yeah? So London is basically everything, nothing else exists. Apart from London, they would say. Do you think everyone should be concentrated in the capital city of your country, Joanne? Will it make things better?
No. I think everyone has different tastes about where they want to live. Yeah, as an if you're single, well, you and no one else. But also, if you have a family and your family prefer the mountains or the drier places near the beaches, I don't think that that makes a big difference. Besides from the obvious that why big cities are the most concentrated, because they have better transportation system near build the offices and buildings for major companies are there. But for example, we have here, there is a place in a province that is called Punta Arenas. Well, it's like a specific town that is called Jaco. That many years ago it was very rural. The only attraction was, and it still is, that or the main is that is the nearest beach to go either by car or bus. 1 hour, but that was it. You just had the only attractiveness of that was just to go for the weekend. Now it's so developed that they have everything. Every major offices of many companies here have a branch there. Also for commercial stores, convenience stores, everything. So you can easily, well, if you can afford it, because it is a little bit expensive, live there as if you were in the capital.
Okay, so so it's saying that the quality of life is not just always better in the capital, but and they're trying to do things like in the UK there is a problem with all the money is concentrated around London. Yeah, so there are regions in the north which don't have so much money and there's high unemployment and the housing is bad. So there are some communities, some towns which are kind of like ghost towns, things like this. In Wales, I think as well, so in the south of Wales, there are lots of there's streets maybe where no one lives, because the mines close, things like this. The government are trying to invest money from London into other parts, just so it's not just the capital city and stuff. But Michael, what do you say in Moldova? Would you say it's better to live in the capital city? And is there any region that you would eliminate because you think, oh, it's pointless? Not in terms of the people, but because of the land.
So yes, of course, it's better to live in capital city. But from my point of view, if you ask every person in our country, they will say maybe different things, because some from these people, they used to live in countryside and they really like that. And you asked if it's good to bring all people in capital city. What did you ask?
If, for example, the capital city was extended, okay, not in its current capacity, not just forcing everyone into the few apartments that there are, but just extending the city and making the city bigger.
I think we have freedom of choice. Every person can move to capital city. No one prohibits this. So if you want, you can move here. But the idea here is that we need to do that all countryside places to be as a capital city at least. I mean, they need to do their mayors,
Mayors,
Yeah, they need to do these things, and they should vote right people for that. I mean, and if I would want to eliminate a part of my country, I would eliminate nothing, because
Nothing.
our country is very, very small. I mean, if you look on the map, it's kind of small country, so you can't eliminate anything from this country. It's not possible physical. You need to add something. So ask me this question if I
So
would like
which-
to add.
Oh yeah,
Which-
something I was making. I'm sorry for
Yeah,
the
go for it.
interruption,
Go for it.
but I was making a comment that was going that way. From what Michael is describing, I think my country is similar in size. So, for example, uh, if someone wants to let's say a new couple recently married and want to have their kids and all stuff, middle class, if they want to have the the average home and do a living in the capital,
Mm.
since it's too crowded now, that's why we are having a lot of well, for us in my country is new to have these vertical buildings. So now you the equivalent of New York is skyscrapers and others in big cities.
Mm.
Here are not those not that big or luxurious,
Yeah.
but that's the tendency now.
So to go
Why,
upwards, yeah. So that
yeah, and why I'm saying that like something like complicated to take into consideration, because well, at least for me, maybe younger generations think different, but I grew up in a house just one floor with garden or patio, patio,
patio, yeah,
uh,
or yeah, garden, I'd say.
yeah, and like in a day, so in that context where you didn't have to to live in a so tiny place, even though that now the architects they make wonders with the space, and it really works. So you have to take all of that into consideration. Living with your neighbors closer, and I'm not saying that I have bad neighbors. They are actually very good, very nice.
Really?
But
One.
well, yeah, but he lives in the block in front.
Yeah.
No, that one is obvious. My what I think of him, and but let's say in my building. But that's not the case in anywhere, in everywhere.
Mm.
So it also is not that cheap to to purchase an apartment, even the like the simplest one without luxury and that. If you compare it to a traditional home, but what's the problem with traditional homes? There are none, because
Okay. So
at
it's
least.
about
Mhm.
as the cities develop, basically, you know, you've got this risk of getting rid of the traditional homes, building up, and you know, things change. Maybe your city just looks like every other city, yeah. So,
Yep.
you know, is there a difference now between New York and Beijing or whatever? Yeah. So that's interesting. Really quickly before we go, in fact, no, we've run out of time very quickly. So I've got a class straight after if you want to join. It's going to be more business English stuff like this, but we'll try and continue the chat if you guys join and stuff. But take care, and hopefully I'll speak to you very soon. Okay, cheers. Bye bye.
Cheers.